And now, please welcome Specialty Food Association's Senior Vice President of Member Development, Phil Robinson.
Thank you. What a great crowd. What a great way to end day 2 of the Summer Fancy Food Show. Thank you for being here. Give yourself a round of applause. You'll be doing a lot of that cheering. At the Specialty Food Association, our purpose statement is, together we shape the future of food. That statement is recognition that we are an inclusive community that has its greatest impact when we work together. In that collaborative spirit, we're excited to present Pitch Slam with Naturally New York. Both of our organizations exist to nurture specialty brands, and we're delighted to team up with Naturally New York for this second edition. These brave 4 entrepreneurs that we'll present to you tonight represent emerging brands poised for great success. And it's in our exciting industry, we're proud to have them as FSA members. Good luck to each of you. To kick off our program, it's my pleasure to introduce the co-chair of Naturally New York, founder, strategic consultant agency Beyond Brands, and New York-based accelerator Beyond SKU, Eric Schnell. Eric?
Woo. Who's feeling good today? High vibes. So, who's feeling some unity in our community or wants more unity in our community? Raise your hands. The CPG community, the local ecosystem here in the New York metro market. Well, let's look around the room and see what that unity feels like to your right and left. So, if you represent a brand, part of a brand, raise your hands. If you represent a service provider, raise your hands. Represent the investor side of our business, which makes the magic happen, raise your hands. Any distributors out there? Retailers out there? Media out there? That's the ecosystem, all of you, that brings the energy to make this industry work year after year after year. We couldn't be more honored at Naturally New York to play our role in the local New York community to help build this ecosystem. We are right now in our second year. We kicked off the Pitch Slam last year as our kind of 6-month mark. And just to let you know, we've come in a short year since last year's Pitch Slam. We went from 350 members to roughly 700 today. We started with 100 founding companies. Over 400 companies make up our membership base today. We've had monthly programming between in-person and virtual for 12 months straight, over 30 events. Over 5,000 people attended, and we've done a lot of good in our community. And a lot of the good happens at our in-person events where we're really trying our best to marry up the younger generation of founders. I was one of them 22 years ago at this show launching my first brand, Steez, and I felt that love from the industry, from the elders that wanted to support me, and the businesses that wanted to help me. We're trying our best at Naturally New York to bring that ecosystem into a monthly event schedule where there's meetups, there's panels, there's a lot of things we're doing in the community to really give back, but on a national level, our Naturally Network is comprised of 9 chapters. We grew 20% this year. Our 9 chapters are comprised of 200 board members. We have over 6,000 members in the Naturally Network. And as a community, the largest networking community in our industry, we are doing our best to shape the future for conscious business practices. So we're going to be talking about a lot of things in kind of our board at the national level, how we create the conscious business models of tomorrow, and it's really helping the next generation of founders and entrepreneurs be the very best corporate citizens they can be in our industry. That's the future. So super excited to be here today to kick off what's going to be an amazing Pitch Slam. There's almost 1,000 people here. It's just absolutely incredible. 2 things we're really proud of at the National Network is getting behind our DEI initiatives. We had 3 MO fellowships this year with over 100 BIPOC founders come through with extreme mentorship and help that we gave them. We're proud of that. We're going to do that continually to the year ahead, in the years ahead. But we're also super proud of our Women in Business initiatives. It's a huge pillar for us to get behind as a 6,000 member organization. We had over 1,000 women participate in our Women in CPG 3-day event last year, even bigger next year. And for those in the New York community in July 18th, we have our Women in CPG in-person event here as well. And on that note, I'm super honored to be able to say the #1 woman I know in CPG who I actually look up to and admire is Heather K. Terry, our MC tonight. She has been a driving force the past 10 years in our industry, founding 2 companies, both based on doing good in the world. Chocolate is her thing. Good Sam is her company, and she has spent the last 3 years from Africa to Colombia and other third world countries building direct supply chains with regen ag farming practices. She's an inspiration, she's a leader. I'm proud to call her my partner, Heather. Let's kick it off, MC.
I'm full of energy, as you all know, and if you saw Pitch Slam last year, you know I've graduated from my index cards that my 8-year-old at the time helped me write out to my cell phone, so I haven't made that much progress. I am super excited to be here at Fancy Food Show with Specialty Food Association. Thank you guys for having me again this year. It's been a real honor to assume this position for all of you, and thank you to my colleagues at Naturally New York who continue to just put me up on the stage to be a loudmouth or something like that. All right, so I am the founder of Good Sam Foods. We're a company that really works in regenerative systems directly with farmers all over the world. And today, walking the show floor, I was really reminded of something that we talk about a lot at Good Sam. We have a tagline: through food we care, through food we share, through food we inspire, through food we connect. And Fancy Food Show and Specialty Foods Association's event here is a real testament to those statements. We have people from all over the world sharing their food, their culture, their vision for a different kind of world, a world where we all sit around a table talking about the very important things that really matter to each and every one of us, and using food as that collective vehicle to do that. So thank you, FSA, for being so inclusive and a true container for the change that we all want to see throughout the world. So thank you for that. No event like this could be held without our sponsors. You guys saw them cycling up through the screens up here. These types of events are underwritten by a lot of different companies. You saw all of them up there. I'll be mentioning them, the prize packages and things like that, but I want to really give it up for our sponsors because we couldn't do this without them. And also, our mentors, they were also cycling up there. All the mentors for this fancy New York Pitch Slam come and mentor our fearless brands sitting over here in the corner. Everybody okay? A little nervous? They're all laughing. Nervous laughs. But they all come and mentor these guys, and they really make sure that these 3-minute pitches, 3 minutes is a very short period of time to dilute down what you are doing as a business. I know, I've done it. I've done a 2-minute pitch, so it's gonna be okay, guys. But it's really, really hard, and having that type of mentorship to bring you up on this stage is really important. So thank you, mentors, for the time and energy spent with this cohort of brands. All right, so let me explain the competition briefly and how the finalists were determined, the awards, the voting, and I'm gonna introduce these fine 4 people who have been sitting up here awkwardly on stage for like the last 15 minutes, our judges. Okay, to qualify for this competition, companies must have been in the market for at least 1 year before the date of entry in the contest with a CPG, natural, or specialty product or service, have generated $100,000 to $2 million in gross revenues during 2022 across all sales channels, and be a member of Naturally New York or SFA. Applications were received from around the country and narrowed down to 5 finalists who you will see here today, and that includes Harlem Baking Company, JASBERRY, Cocoa Foods, Louisa, and SAYSO. So give it up for these guys. They're gonna be great. Just have fun. That's all that matters. Everybody here in this audience is here to support you, all right? All right, now we're going to meet our esteemed panel of judges. Starting with the senior local forager of the Northeast region of Whole Foods Market. We all know him, we all love him, we're all desperately trying to get an email from him, John Lawson. Sorry, John, I had to go there, It's a thing, it's like a personal thing between us now, right? Okay, that's all good, okay. Next up is the food and beverage category manager, Soho House and Company of North America, Christina Briscoe. Christina, I'm sorry, we don't know each other, so I don't have history with which to make fun of you. It's great, right? Like, she's a clean slate. I'm sure someone will tell me something later. We'll reflect on it. Okay, next up is Melissa Dolan, Director at Emil Capital Partners. You guys have been a personal investor in me in a past brand. So give it up for Melissa. And finally, there he is. You all want to know him. You all love him too. Head of venture capital, maybe a bit of a villain right now, I guess. Kind of venture capital, possibly. I don't know. There's mixed feelings in the room, Tappan. I don't know what to tell you. Snack Futures at Mondelez International Tap & Shop. All right, welcome to you guys. And before we get started, I want to know what you all are looking for today. Like, what are you the most excited to see in terms of concept? What have you guys been looking for? What are your thoughts? Do you have no thought? Maybe you don't have any thought. But just some words from you guys. What are you looking for?
I would say I'm looking for a brand that's going to push its category forward, going to have strong attributes and differentiation so that when it goes on the shelf, people can see something different and try something different and see an evolution in that space.
Great. Christina.
I would say I'm looking for a product that could potentially cross over into food service needs.
Great. Crossing over into food service. That's interesting. That's very interesting. Melissa.
I'm looking for a product or brand that solves a unique problem in customers' lives and doing it in a really different way. And I'm also just looking for the energy of all of you guys over there because I think the founders and the management team make all the difference. So thanks for being here.
And I'm looking for brands that are bringing mission to life and really looking to change lives and change the way people think about new ingredients, new processes, people and cultures that kind of need support. And I think that there's a lot of that going on.
I think you're in the right place. Okay, good. All right, so we're almost ready to get started. All right, but here are the rules. All right, just so everybody knows what the rules are. Finalists will each have 3 minutes to present their pitch and will be judged on presentation, storytelling abilities, innovation, social impact, branding, packaging, and market viability. Just a couple things to cover in 3 minutes, guys. It's totally fine. It's totally fine. This will be followed by 4 minutes of friendly grilling from our judges, and we'll move on to the next company. So just so the judges know, I will be off stage. You guys will start that 4 minutes right away. Be kind to each other. Rotate. Otherwise, I'll have to get involved. All right, attendees. This is really important. Is everybody listening? Who's listening? Excellent. Okay, I'm doing a good job then. All right, attendees, you have a very important role today. You will have the opportunity to vote for the People's Choice Award, who will also receive a valuable prize package. And when all the pitches are done, and we've sent the judges to their special judges' quarter, which is basically a table in the back where they have to whisper loudly to each other, we will engage in the instructions for that on your smartphones. Okay, everybody remembered their phone? Who can't live without their phone? We all have our phones. Okay, great. All right, so let me remind you what's also at stake. The winner, the grand prize winner, will receive prize packages from Specialty Food Association, Nielsen IQ, Founder Made, Spins, Carry, JPG Resources, Pitch Publicity, New Hope Network, Haven's Kitchen, Ampla, SG, Beyond Brands, Foe & Son, 660 Partners, and Beyond SKU. This is valued at over $130,000, including, and I don't know if you guys know this, but it's including $10,000 in cash. So that's nice. The People's Choice Award is valued over $22,000 in services and surprise, $1,000, which we'll all still take, right? I'll take $1,000. If you don't want it, I will happily take that check from you. All right, so we're gonna get started now. Okay, first, Melissa, thank you for exercising some restraint with the sample in front of you. I know we talked about it ahead of time, but and if you saw me last year, you guys know I got to try the product, right? Maybe I'm gonna eat it in front of you, but if you're not like weird about germs, I'll give this to you.
No longer weird about germs.
I know, right? So 2020, right? Okay, so we're in 2023. Germs are not a 2023 thing, apparently.
Not
all right.
a trend at this show.
Well, this is how we're starting with cheesecake. What are we doing? Try it. I'm gonna pass it around to them. Okay, this is Harlem Baking Company. Here, there's a napkin here. Tap in if you're weird. Like, you can wipe it. You can definitely wipe it off.
No pressure.
It's okay. It's if you need to.
Use my fingers? Is that
No, I gave you the napkin so you could wipe the spoon.
I'm good.
No,
Would you like that?
No. You can pass it to John.
I definitely.
From what I hear, he'll eat anything, so. All right, Harlem Baking Company, a premium dessert food company. It's really good. It's really good. It's like really cheesecakey. I like it's like got a zing to it. Yum. Okay. It's founded by Charles Divina, U.S. Marine Corps veteran, a New York City restaurateur based in East Harlem, who is known for his original, handcrafted, gluten-free, hormone-free cheesecake. Oh my God, it was all those things too, Melissa. You can't leave that there. Like, at least pass it between the two of you. It's
We have
so
an
good.
hour for me to finish.
And the development of his unique sustainable packaging for delivery. It's beautiful, it's sweet indulgence in a jar, and as I said, I can confirm this is the carrot cake flavor. I'm sure you're gonna talk about a lot of others, but it is, as we say in Colombia, muy rico, so it's delicious. Thank you. Bring Charles up onto the stage. I'm leaving that for you guys. Good luck.
Hi.
Shall we? Once upon a time, nestled atop a hill in East Harlem, there existed a quaint little restaurant. Known for its fantastic Italian seafood, it was also very well known for its amazing desserts, delicious desserts, which could be found in different aspects of their cuisine. New Yorkers would travel far and wide throughout the city to get a chance to enjoy their savory tiramisu and legendary cheesecake. Unfortunately, one day, a pandemic swept across the city, forcing everyone to their home. The little restaurant fought on by keeping the lights on and delivering its popular pizzas and pastas to its neighbor and to all the brave healthcare workers. Alas, the desserts did not fare so well, turning into a gooey mess while in transit. The restaurant needed to find a solution. After all, during these dark times, their uplifting desserts was needed more than ever. Hi, my name is Charles Divina, and I am the founder of the Harlem Baking Company and the owner of the restaurant you just told the story about. Originally having immigrated from France, I served proudly with the U.S. Marine Corps. Hoorah! Before moving to New York City. And for the past 25 years, I have made the New York City restaurant scene my profession. And as you all know, Marines and restaurateurs do not take no for an answer. And therefore, I had to find a solution for the dilemma of my desserts. Enter this beautiful jar. The feedback of the jar from family, friends, and family was so wonderful and so above and beyond my expectation that I knew I had something special. So, having said that, I decided to discover some further. You see, by being able to bake our dessert in this glass jar, we were able to give our customer the very same restaurant quality, superior restaurant quality that they could enjoy at home, the same dessert that they had been enjoying in our dining room for over 2 decades. And the Harlem Baking Company was born. Yeah. Oh, that's it? Okay. Sorry. So, having said that, we grew the brand, added some classic flavors like the key lime pie, and we even started to include different flavors such as the apple crumble. The company grew, and we were started to sell. Sorry. That's it? Okay. I'm sorry.
Charles, I'd love to pick up right where I think you just left off, which is where are your products sold today, or is it all still direct delivery from restaurant?
I'm talking to you? Oh. So we're selling our desserts in other restaurants that have issues with labor shortage. We are also in local stores around the city and direct to consumer through our website and cloud kitchens.
So are the jars finished like in your commercial kitchen, or do we as consumers put the oven on?
So we do have some flavors like the molten chocolate cake and the cinnamon apple crumble that needs to be reheated, but they are all baked and ready to go inside the jar. And they're actually made fresh, frozen, and stored and shipped frozen. So you select them out as needed.
So then shelf life is quite a long time if they're frozen.
If they're frozen,
Because at first you had me worried about refrigerated desserts.
yeah, no. The shelf life.
Having worked in yogurt.
Yes, the shelf life is once it's thawed is up to 21 days.
Great.
And how are we selling those at retail?
I'm sorry?
Are they selling retail refrigerated or frozen?
In the refrigerator.
In the refrigerator.
But we've had lots of feedback from our customers that actually when they receive them frozen, they enjoy them frozen. And I think there's a whole opportunity there for frozen desserts enjoyed frozen, but could also enjoyed thawed.
And what's the price point?
So we're selling them right now anywhere between $4 to $8. And they're in an 8-ounce jar, but we're in the process of putting together a proposal to reduce the size of the jar in order to lower our COGS, increase our sales, and at the same time become a valuable player in the grab-and-go market, such as hotels, airports, even Broadway shows.
And how many ounces is it?
The actual jar right now is 8 ounces.
They're all 8 ounces and they're
The jar is 8 ounces. The
Okay.
product is anywhere between 4.5 ounces to 6 ounces.
What are your plans for distribution outside of the city in terms of brick and mortar, if any?
So we've had contact and we've been reached out by sales team, brokers, and are looking to expand the line with our smaller jars so that we do a transition and have data to support it, because right now the data we have is based on this larger jar. And once we've done that, we feel that our price is going to be much more in line to go regional and further out into the nation.
What are your top 3 flavors?
The top flavors are the key lime pie, the biscotti cheesecake, the chocolate mousse, creamy chocolate mousse, and our cinnamon apple crumble, Laurent's favorite.
Would you say your consumer is still patrons of your restaurant, or do you think you've gotten to a point where you have a target consumer that you can identify and point to outside of patrons of the restaurant?
So that was an interesting thing we tried. We worked with some cloud kitchens because I wanted to remove myself from the selling aspect because I do everything. And we worked with some cloud kitchens in Philadelphia. And I was curious to see what would a brand like Harlem Baking Company in Philadelphia do without the backing and the support of the founder. And surprisingly, well, not surprisingly, but happily, the dessert sold very well. And we're now selling it and shipping it all over the Northeast.
Great.
How are you marketing? Are you relying on word of mouth? Like how are you reaching consumers that don't walk in, to your restaurant?
I'm out there, I sell, I deliver, I'm hitting the pavement, introducing myself, and I've created quite a network of relations with retailers, and through the restaurants, I have a daily contact with customers that have introduced me to other opportunities. And it's been, I think, having the background of the restaurant not only gives me the capability to provide a product that's above and beyond, because obviously if you're a restaurateur, you know what's good in New York City, otherwise you're on the street.
Awesome. Thank you, Carlos. Oh, I don't need that. Your next person needs that. Great job. All right, so they're serious about the alarm, and it's such a nice one. Compared to like New Hope, where it's like, that's a really nice way to go out. So thanks for that. All right, so I'm gonna come over here to you, John. We're gonna have this special meal together. This is already in Whole Foods. Did you know that? Do you know this company? Have you seen this? JASBERRY.
No.
Did you know, John, that farmers now make 50% less than they did a decade ago?
That doesn't surprise me.
Around the world? Did you know that, though?
I didn't know that.
Kind of crazy, isn't it? And if you think about inflation, right?
It's unfortunate, actually.
Yeah. So what do we think happens when that happens?
Well, that doesn't help the agricultural system, right?
No.
So
You won't be able to forage any more foods. Good. Here.
we're We're gonna do this. There we go.
Did you air de-germ it?
I flipped it.
Yeah.
Good.
That's good. Okay, well this is JASBERRY organic superfood rice. And this is a really cool company, you guys. I'm super excited to introduce this company as a brand that engages in regenerative agriculture and direct trade and really champions for farmers like we do at Good Sam. These are the type of companies that we feel are here to change the world. And so it's really my honor to introduce the next company to come up here. This is like I said, JASBERRY Superfood Rice. It's at Whole Foods already. JASBERRY is a B Corp social enterprise food company co-founded in Bangkok, Thailand by CEO Pitachai Neil Deshpraisa and CMO Pontita Wongpata Rakun. I hope I didn't butcher that too much, Neil. Where is he? Did I do okay with the names? Okay, cool. That transforms the lives by solving farmer poverty with the world's first non-GMO JASBERRY organic superfood rice. Get excited to hear about this company. They are making big change in the world. Welcome up to the stage, Neil.
My name is Neil and I'm from Thailand. Imagine if you had a crop that could transform the health of consumers worldwide and at the same time take millions of farmers out of poverty. Imagine if you had a staple food that was not only delicious but nutritious. Well, we believe that big change starts with a tiny grain of rice. JASBERRY rice is a new variety of rice with over 40 times higher antioxidant than brown rice, 7 times more than kale, and 4 times more than quinoa. It is simply the world's first superfood rice. And not only that, it's lower in glycemic index, rich in fiber and vitamins, and most importantly, it's absolutely delicious. But don't take my word for it. Come to the JASBERRY booth 1736 tomorrow. Try it for yourself. But JASBERRY is not about rice, actually. People say, are you a rice company? No, we are about transformation, particularly transforming consumers' health through delicious and healthy organic products for everyday life, transforming the farmer's life out of poverty, and transforming the planet through regenerative agriculture. And we do that 1 grain at a time. We launched in the US beginning of 2022 on Amazon with amazing feedback from consumers. And more recently, we listed in Erewhon. And more recently, we are in 515 stores in Whole Foods nationwide. We won the Sophie Award for Best New Product this year. Our goal is to make superfood accessible and affordable for everyday life. Starting with JASBERRY Organic Superfood Rice, we now have the ready-to-heat, original and coconut, and we'll continue to innovate. We're already working with sushi companies, food service operators to bring this amazing superfood to the market. And it's going to be the new quinoa. But it's not, and we always say make everyday meals do more, but not just for you, but for the farmers. We're working with over 2,500 families, impacting over 12,000 lives, helping them to increase their income from just 40 cents a day, or 6 times below the poverty line, to almost $6 a day, an increase of 14 times. We also grow rice with less water, less seed, and less carbon dioxide emission. But this is the most important part. Me and Mema, she's one of my favorite JASBERRY rice farmers. Just 3 years ago, she had $10,000 of debt, used chemical in her farm, and within 3 years, she's paid off all her debt. She's then doubled her land, which is now certified organic. But most importantly, her 3 children that were working at a factory on a minimum wage near Bangkok are now back on the farm working with her. Because for the first time in their life, they have hope for a brighter future. So whether you're an investor, if we're raising our first round, you're a retailer, operator, please join me in changing the future of food 1 grain at a time. ขอบคุณครับ
So is there anything unique for you in your supply chain? Do you have access to the grain that others don't?
Absolutely. So it's a unique type of rice. So we do seed production with the farmer. We provide them with microfinancing. We partner with Kiva here in the United States. We provide them with organic fertilizer, training. It's a whole system. We're trying to change the system of food.
I was just going to go there, which is what else are you doing besides partnering and purchasing product with these farmers in terms of your relationship and the ways you support them? So if there's anything outside of the education piece.
I think like we do almost everything at this point. We provide them with input. We do, we partner with a lot of research institutions to find the most effective way to grow the rice, most environmentally friendly way to do it. And basically our goal is to maximize the value for the farmers. So we look at it like we're selling in Whole Foods right now for $5.99. And, we look at like how do we maximize the income for the farmers that they can get.
Tell us about the snacks that you're working on, the superfood rice snack.
Oh, the snack. Yeah, so basically our goal is to make superfood affordable and accessible for everyday life. And because we have this amazing superfood rice, we use that as an ingredient to create other products, which will allow consumers to have access to delicious and nutritious food. And by them doing that, they're gonna help the farmers and the planet. For the snack itself, it's still confidential at the moment because it's under development. So I don't want, maybe my competitors are here. So, but I'll tell you, John, after this.
Okay. You have it on your slide, so I was just asking what was on your slide. So.
Oh, it's there.
For the food services markets, what sizes are you selling, pack size?
Beg your pardon, sorry, Christine?
What pack sizes are you selling in the food service space?
Okay, for the food service, it would be 11 pounds.
You listed a lot of benefits, high antioxidant, low glycemic index. What do you find, first of all, what are you shouting on pack and in any other form of communication to get people to buy your product? And what do you find is resonating with them?
Yeah, so on the front straight away, it's called superfood rice, right? And they say 40 times higher antioxidant than brown rice. So, brown rice is considered a healthier version. So that's one of the main called out. And then on the back of the packaging, we have the map of Thailand and the farmer's story and how it's regenerative agriculture, how it's helping people. So if the consumer spend about 15 seconds reading the information, they'll understand what they're purchasing and what they're supporting.
Is the product regenerative certified?
No, we are open to doing that, but we already use practices that satisfy. But there are so many certifications right now. To be honest with you, we are certified, between B Corp, non-GMO, organic, and this. But we definitely want to have best practices and comply with that.
How long does it take to cook?
25-30 minutes, just like regular brown rice.
And then how's your marketing working? Talk a little bit about how you're using the brand to pull customers into Whole Foods first.
Well, I'm going to go and stand and do a demo at Whole Foods store at Columbus Circle on Wednesday. So you're free. That's all the budget I have, John. We'll talk more about that after this too. But no, on a more serious note, yes, we do TPR, we do demos and so forth. Thank you.
Okay, so here, Melissa, so you can look at the back. Oh, great. I'm very useful. You're all getting more comfortable with me, right? The four of you, except for tapping. Okay. All right, you guys. So I have something for all of you now. John, pay attention.
Always.
I have something for all of you now. I'm going to food shame Jason Bedart from Thrive Market, who ate the apple ginger. Just so you know. All right, this is our next.
The pouch is my
company.
favorite.
There you go. I'm just randomly choosing these flavors for you guys. Here you get curry. You get. I'm giving you this one. That one seems interesting. Tap it if you want to share that one later. Let me know. I'm stacking Melissa up here, right? Okay, this is such an exciting company to talk about. Cocoa Foods, a purpose-built, inclusive food company based in New Jersey, and co-founded by fathers and partners. Okay, how many people have seen 4 million companies started by moms for baby food or toddler food? How many men have you seen start baby food companies? None. This is so amazing about these guys. I love this. I love that it's two fathers, Danny Auld, president, and David Fulner, CEO, that focus on veggie-forward organic purees, incorporating herbs, roots, and spices for nutritional value and palate expansion, resulting in a bold new take on baby food. I think some of the Good Sam team was trying this earlier, and everybody agreed that we would eat these on the side of the mountain while we were like foraging coffee or something. That was really good. Okay, what do you guys think? Good, right?
Great.
I mean, I want to eat baby food. All right, Danny, come on up.
Hi, everyone. This baby boy was born 8 weeks premature and spent several weeks in the NICU. And he was born in Honolulu, Hawaii, to a gestational carrier, and for his fighting spirit, a native local cultural practitioner gave him the middle name Keikoa, which means brave warrior. When it was time for him to eat solid foods, his parents were not satisfied with what was on the market at the time, so they did their research to make sure he had the most nutritious food possible. They made all of his food, included herbs, spices, and lots of veggies. In fact, that baby boy is our son, our Keikoa. Hi, I'm David, and this is my husband, Danny. We're the fathers and founders of Keikoa Foods. You eat what you know. So, this line represents children 18 years and younger. This is 93% of those children who do not get their RDA of vegetables. One of these... The solution is Keikoa Foods. Based off of the recipes we fed our own son, they have a wider variety of vegetables that are nutrient-dense, like artichokes. We have globally inspired herbs and spices that are palate-expanding, like shawarma, infused with healthy oils like avocado and olive for brain development, garlic and onion to promote gut health. One of these pouches is 100% of the RDA for children 6 months to 2 years. And our shelf-stable organic products are 50% less sugar and twice the amount of plant-based protein compared to our competition. Also, the North American organic baby food segment is growing at 9% and will be about $4 billion by 2027. Our target customers are educated consumers that shop at better-for-you grocers, and they want the best for their kids and will pay more for it. We support these customers through our inclusive parenting philosophy because every parent, guardian, and caretaker needs to be supported and celebrated. They purchase these products with brands that have value and social impact. In fact, we have already contributed to over $100,000 of our products and time in our local community. So, we launched last year with 3 flavors. We added 4 new flavors in March. All 7 SKUs had a national rollout in Sprouts last month, and will be in Harmon, Central Market, and Vitacost this fall, and online. With Up Next unifying KeHE, what's new at KeHE, we'll have 10 DCs where we can target key areas, and we'll be in 600 stores by the end of this year. In our first 12 months, we had $25,000 in revenue. We will end this quarter with $300,000 and be on track for $1.5 million by the end of the year. We're in a current capital raise of $1 million seed round with $5 million cap, 20% discount safe, and this will give us 18 months runway for inventory, marketing, and trade promotions. Here's our full team, along with our advisors for sales, creative media, finance, and legal.
So how do you overcome skepticism when you talk to consumers and retailers alike?
Well, if you look at the world market, people have been giving herbs and spices and vegetables to their kids for thousands of years. A lot of people around the world, they will make food for themselves and then they'll cut it up and give it to their children because they want to make sure that they eat, their kids eat what they eat. So this is what we're doing. These were recipes inspired by what we fed our son, who's now 10. In that last photo that you saw, that's his fashionable way of making sure that you protect your eyes against cutting onions because you have to wear your goggles.
Where in the store can you find your products? Is it shelf stable or refrigerated?
It's shelf stable. We have a best buy of 18 months. And with Sprouts, we're on the forager center as well as on shelf in the baby aisle.
How's your son doing?
He's amazing. He's 10 and almost 5 feet tall. So yeah, he's doing well.
How much do these sell for in the stores?
They retail for $3.99.
Line price?
Mm-hmm.
How would I recycle the pack?
The caps are recyclable. The pouches are not curbside recyclable, but through TerraCycle, they are.
Are you working on anything, any other packaging innovations, or are you planning to stick with the pouch?
We are. We have several different products in line that we'll be launching next year as well as the following years. We want to grow with the child and also put it into different types of packaging and include the entire family. We want to make sure everyone gets nutrition.
I think it's early days, but what do velocities look like at Sprouts so far? Have you gotten a read?
We've gotten a preliminary read. They are, for a brand new brand, they're doing all right. Yeah.
When you were developing, not the recipes, but the packaging, did you think of what other formats did you explore besides pouches?
We looked at both jar and the pouch format. We ended up going with the shelf-stable pouch because the convenience of what parents want to throw it into a bag. The best part is that when parents eat it, they realize that it tastes delicious and they really like it, so they use it themselves, and so then they can put it in their backpack when they go hiking, when they go, to the office, if anybody goes to the office anymore. And so that gets them over from that one meal to another so they can have a nutritious snack.
What are your top flavors?
Online, our top flavor is the beets, fennel, and kale. In Sprouts, it's apple ginger, mango paprika with lime, and shawarma artichoke cauliflower with the avocado oil.
Have you conducted any taste tests or focus groups?
Yes, we have a great neighborhood full of kids. We usually start with my son, and if the test doesn't pass with him, then I go back to the kitchen. Then we open up to the neighborhood, and then we also have done a lot of outreach. We're local in West Orange, so we've gone into Summit, into Newark, and all those areas to different fairs and community outreach to see what they thought of it as well. And it's always been a huge hit.
Some of your flavors are spicy. Have you had any feedback on those from kids, or they're okay with that?
They're okay with that, but I wouldn't say that they're spicy. They have flavor to it. For example, our curry blend is pepper-free, heat-free. It just has a lot of flavor to it. Our shawarma blend is comprised of 11 different spices, and again, adds a lot of flavor, but no heat or spice to it in that sort of way.
But no concerns from customers that it might contain spice?
Nope.
Thank you, David. You give that to someone else. Hey, Christina. You didn't think you were going to get away with me not coming over to do something, did you? Okay, great. They didn't give me a spoon for this. What is so? It's sauce. How do you feel about that? Maybe we can try it.
Smell it.
We're gonna taste it, but we're just gonna drink it out of the jar. What do you think of that?
I'll watch you.
I like her. I already like her. We don't know each other, but I like her. Are you sure? Smell it.
It smells.
It does smell really good. You want to smell it, John?
Sure.
I see you're jealous over there. Okay. Yeah. You guys want to smell it?
Absolutely.
Like sensory experience here for the judges. Don't say I didn't give you anything, Tappan.
This feels deep.
I know, it does. Okay, well, Christina and I are going to drink some, so it'll be fine. Okay, let's see. This is the classic sofrito clásico para la cocina, para la cultura. Hey, very Latin, I like that.
For the kitchen or...
For the culture. It's good. It's fresh.
Yes, it tastes how it's very good.
Yeah, very like fresh, very herby. John, you want to try it? Here you go. Okay, so this company, she kind of went there with me. John's doing it, yes! It's good. That's excellent, awesome. Okay, Luisa, you like it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good. Like sauce that you can drink, that's a good deal.
There you go. The new, put in the drink coolers.
We just created a new category here at Pitch Slam. What do you guys think?
Drinkable salsa. There you go.
Exactly. Okay. Louisa, a New York-based, minority-owned food company co-founded by Scott Hattis, the CEO, and Kenneth Luna, that brings an upgraded Latin cooking experience, or a beverage on the stage of Pitch Slam, to families with its line of pantry and flavor essentials, including non-GMO, organic, vegan, allergy-friendly seasonings and sauces that replace existing mainstay artificial ingredient brands. Please, let's welcome to the stage Scott from Louisa.
All right, welcome to the new Latin kitchen. Louisa is building a family of Latin foods and flavors for every home for generations to come. Homes like ours. Myself and my co-founder Kenny are part of multicultural families. Kenny's Dominican and Peruvian, his wife is French, my wife is Dominican, and just like our kids, Louisa was born in the melting pot that is New York. Our name is an homage to the Lower East Side, aka Loisaida neighborhood. That's where my family lived when the business began. And nothing has ever meant more to us in our homes than our cultural foods. But when it came to Latin cooking, nothing was checking the right boxes. It's a big category, but it's led by brands and products that just don't reflect modern values. Are they doing right by the community? One that's massive, growing, and young. One that's leading US culture at large. One that's upwardly mobile and already spending more on quality foods. Are they inviting new shoppers in? We all know, especially here, how important global flavors are to the future of grocery. Who's buying this for the very first time? And what about natural channel presence? It's important we make a distinction here because there are some incredible Mexican food brands, Siete, Somos, that are thriving in natural. What we're talking about is the cuisine for the other half of the US Latin population. Puerto Rican, Dominican, Venezuelan, Colombian, Cuban, and more. Those foods just don't have representation on shelf, and some of the products we've talked about, they're not even allowed in some fairly sizable US retailers. So Louisa is the solution. Natural products led by our sazon and adobo seasonings and sofrito sauce from a mission-led brand. Louisa so far has grown direct to consumer. We're a $2 million run rate brand online only. We've got favorable marketing metrics and over 12,000 repeat customers. How? Because Louisa is loved. Our products have 3,500 plus 5-star reviews. We've built a vibrant community, mostly through Instagram, around recipe and cultural content. It really is the heart of the brand. And we've got powerful press. We're showing up in places where these foods aren't typically found. And now we're taking that momentum and we're going to win in retail. 2023 is about the East Coast and Texas, where we know our customers are. We launched in Wegmans, we're in Central Market, and so far the response has been celebratory. 2024 is about natural and national onwards. That's how we're going to scale the business, and we're projecting profitability in 2024. And we're also innovating. We have 2 new... Oh, really? No way. No! That's not possible. All right. Well,
What are your new SKUs?
we have 2 new sofrito SKUs and a line of rices planned for next year. And yeah, we have an incredible support group as well in terms of investors and advisors. So yeah, that's us. Thank you.
So how are you positioning to non-Hispanic, Latino, Hispanic consumers? How are you positioning the brand and differentiating between what the brands you listed, right, the Somoses and the Sietes are doing? Because I just wonder what's the difference in understanding of like the nuances in the culture. What are you guys doing to differentiate?
Right now, our customer base are people we're converting. People who they've grown up with Goya, other brands, and have been looking for a better solution. So that there's a lot of feeling of celebration and pride around the brand versus education right now. And I think over time, like that's absolutely where we go in terms of marketing, but there's such a huge market and there's such a concentration, our understanding of that online and in the real world, that our focus is really about that pride for now.
Are there enough households in the US that know what sofrito, what those are?
Yeah, I'd like to believe so. There's 60 million plus Latin folks in the US, and half of those are non-Mexican. So, I mean, I think so. I think New Yorkers would probably agree.
So in your deck, you talk about organic. I'm not seeing certified organic on the label itself.
Oh, the sofrito is not. The two seasonings are.
Okay. And the rices?
The rices will be.
And so you're gonna have 6 total SKUs.
We're gonna have 6 SKUs that we're pushing into retail. We also have salt-free versions of our sazon and adobo seasoning. They're not in Wegmans or Central Market at the moment, so not all up on the slides.
And how much are the sofritos selling for?
$8.99.
The rices are gonna be?
Not exactly sure, in the $4 to $5 range.
Are your rices going to be ready to eat, or are they mixed?
The plan is to include some cooking in it. I think one thing we've learned is that there's passion for our brand when there's cooking involved. So more in like the pilaf style, if you're familiar with like Near East, Yolele, brands that are in that space. Yeah.
What are you doing? What are you doing with educating new consumers to these sauces and seasonings? What are you doing from an education standpoint to teach them how to utilize that?
Yeah, I would check out our Instagram at Eat Loisa. It's a wonderful place. We work with so many amazing creators, and honestly, the business started bootstrapped and really just grassroots, and that's how we grew. We grew through the power of community, and all of that community are creators and home chefs and people who have a passion for the foods that matches ours. And you'll find all the recipes you'll need there and at loisa.com.
How big's your team today?
We have 4 full-time employees. Yeah, they're all here. You guys are the best. All right.
Are you speaking to the same buyer on each of your product lines today? Maybe John already knows the answer to this, but is it different?
We're learning retail. It appears that there will be differences for sure. I think the global flavors space seems like the most consistent one right now, but there's aisles worth of Latin food in New York stores, so there's a specific aisle there. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, hand that to your next. I got to do my shtick up here. So, Captain, hi.
Cocktails.
I think we should have started with this. Adrian, where are you? Why did we start with cocktails and end with dessert? Okay. Well, there's going to be a lot of cocktails after this. Adrian will tell you all about it more later. All right, we're going to make a cocktail. Skinny, spicy margarita. Are you into that?
Let's do it.
Okay, here's your job while this next pitch is going on. Don't be distracted from the pitch, number 1. Pay attention. No. You have to steep the bag. Okay? This is a skinny, spicy margarita from SAYSO. Ooh, smell that. But don't put your nose on it. He might not drink it then. Okay, we're gonna.
The alcohol kills the bacteria.
That's true. Okay, so this is kind of cool. This is a mocktail. We're not getting too crazy up here. All right, Tappan, this is your job here. Work it out. Okay, 3 minutes. All right, we're in the home stretch, you guys. We're in the last company pitching, and then we're going to talk about a lot of logistics, and then we're going to announce the winner, and we're all going to have a big party. Yes? Yes? Okay, great. Oh God, I just lost my spot. All right. SAYSO, a Brooklyn-based, women-owned premium cocktail company co-founded by Allison Evans and Chloe Bergson, who invented the first ever craft cocktail tea bag that Tappan is religiously steeping over there for us to try after this, right? pass it down. And maybe it can be like a team sport. I don't know. Melissa, maybe you can participate if he's not doing it. Like, monitor him. Make sure it's working out. To create a complex, mixologist quality cocktail and mocktail in minutes with clean ingredients that are low sugar, kosher, gluten-free, non-GMO, vegan, and plant-based. Sorry, Christina, I could have brought you that to drink, right? Apologies. Okay. We're okay, right? Yes. Okay, good. All right, I'd like to bring Chloe to the stage to talk about SAYSO. You're doing a good job, Tevin.
All right, everybody, who's ready for a cocktail? How about a cocktail that is restaurant caliber but easy to make at home? If you say so. How about a cocktail that is low in sugar, low in calorie, and made from real ingredients? If you say so. How about a cocktail that is just as easily made as a mocktail? Now I'm gonna need your participation. If you say so. All right, so I'm Chloe, this is my co-founder Allison. As you can tell from this slide, we're actually really good friends in real life, and we met in business school. Thing about business school, this might come as a surprise to some of you, it's a lot more social than it is academic, and for us, that meant cocktails. Lots and lots of cocktails. The idea for SAYSO was born at a cocktail bar. We were in Portland, Maine, sipping on a delicious drink, and we thought to ourselves, why have we never tasted something this good at home? The answer is that cocktail making is hard. You need perishable ingredients, time, and know-how. Don't even try to tell me that you have all three. Plus, existing solutions are full of artificial flavors and sugars. So introducing SAYSO, the first ever cocktail tea bag. We use real ingredients that are powdered, dehydrated, and in whole form. All you need is cold water and spirits. What's great is that you can actually omit the spirits completely and make it a mocktail. And this skinny spicy margarita is literally what got me through pregnancy. So we found 4 trends in the market. Alcohol is not changing, it is evolving. There's a move towards healthier drinking, there's a sober curious movement, spirits over wine and beer, linked to healthier drinking, of course, growth in at-home consumption, which came from COVID, but we know is here to stay. Allison and I really made this product for ourselves, but the market is massive. It was $9 billion in 2021 and it's expected to double by 2030. Plus, the no and low market makes it even larger and is growing even faster. This is all despite the fact that there's actually very little innovation in this category. We are here to displace the category dinosaurs by introducing a more premium, better for you product in an innovative format. Here are our products. Our cult fan favorite is a skinny spicy margarita, but they're all amazing. And we have tons of certifications, but the one that we're most proud of is that we're certified women-owned. There is no other product on the market like us. There's no one else in a tea bag, but if you compare us to other mixers at large, there's also no one else in less than $2 per serving, low sugar, uses real ingredients, and can be taken anywhere. You might be wondering at this point, but what does it taste like? Let the reviews speak for themselves. We have an almost perfect 5, and we're so proud of that.
What portion of your consumers drink it as a mocktail or versus with liquor added?
Yeah, great question. We've spoken to our customers and surveyed them a lot about this. It's about 30%, and we actually anticipate that to be growing.
And how are you reaching them? How are you, given the new flavor, the new format, how are you reaching someone and saying, hey, try it this way?
Well, we have a number of retail partners now, which we're so excited about. So we'll be doing demos in the stores and really supporting them that way. We also direct consumer, both through Amazon and our website. And we've invested in some marketing through Instagram and Facebook. We also do a little bit of PR using a freelancer. So we're trying to get the name out there as much as we can.
And to that end, where does it live in the store? Where do you merchandise this retail?
It lives with the mixers. And the great thing about our product is that it obviously looks different than other mixers in the category, so usually they'll be in bottled format. We think that's a really big advantage for us, actually. We'll stand out on the shelf, so that's where it would be.
How long should the bag steep?
We say 3 minutes. If you move around the bag, it actually goes much faster, but that's the general rule.
Is there any uniqueness in your process, like in the dehydration or something unique to the bag, the tea bag itself, that kind of makes this that more unique?
Yeah, so because we use whole pieces of ingredients also, those whole pieces will continue to add nuance to the flavor of the drink. So for instance, the margarita will get spicier the longer you leave in the bag. So if you love spice, just leave the bag in. The old fashioned will get more bitter, and so on with the other flavors.
What's the price per serving, and how does that, you have broken down all of the other, how does that compare?
So we sell pouches of 8 for $14.99. That's $1.87 per serving because we have 8 in the bag, which is less than $2, which is super competitive, especially for a premium product with real ingredients.
What sweetener are you using?
So it depends on the SKU. For our honey rosemary mule, we use honey and cane sugar. For our old fashioned, we use raw demerara sugar. And for our cardamom paloma and margarita, we are currently using monk fruit and erythritol. But actually, we're all food industry people here. We know it's come out with erythritol, so we're kind of just being patient and understanding what the impact of that is, but we're actually actively reformulating at the same time, just in case there's a little bit of backlash.
And are the bags compostable?
The tea bags themselves are biodegradable, and our pouches are made from post-consumer recycled film.
With the lower weight of the package versus a canned cocktail or a mixer, has the kind of lower carbon footprint resonated with consumers, or is that something that you're talking about?
It's definitely resonated with consumers. It makes it obviously a lot more efficient for us to ship to them. It's actually resonated with distributors as well. We've been approached by different distributors because everyone is just trying to lower their carbon footprint, and of course, compared to heavy liquids and cans, it makes a really big difference.
What are different classes of trade that you've thought about? Have you thought about airlines or places like that?
Yeah, we would absolutely love to be in airlines at one point. Airlines and cruise ships, weight is by far the most important component, and so they already have the liquid on board, they already have the spirits and the water, so it'd be a really easy way to make the experience on board really unique and innovative. We also think hotel rooms, mini bars would be great.
Thanks, Chloe. Great. Do you have it? Is it good? Did you try it?
Delicious.
Allison, her co-founder, there's going to be a small group of you. Oh, that is really good. There's going to be a small group of you. She's going to come pass out to one section the skinny margarita, right? Ooh, the Naturally New York board gets to try it. That's awesome. Okay, guys. Do you want to try this?
Absolutely.
Melissa, I feel like you're up for anything, so
I wish
down.
you had added tequila, but here we are.
Sorry, next time. Like last year, I wore wine on my belt. You weren't here for that, but it was a thing. So next year, we'll just combine all of it.
Still has a kick with the spice.
I know, it's nice. All right, guys, so you have some work to do. Are you done? John, you look like you're really thinking over there.
Oh, definitely thinking.
Yeah? Okay, do you need a second?
No, I'm ready.
Okay, you guys gotta go deliberate. So go where Jeff told you to go, which is that way. Go. Goodbye. I'll see you in a few minutes. Do you want to take this, Tappan? You sure? Anyone? Christina, you want to try? All right. So the deal is now they're going to go deliberate at their table over there, and they're going to whisper loudly at each other while we all get this done. So at this time, we'd like the audience to please text your vote for the People's Choice Award. You'll have 3 minutes to send in your choice. We're gonna play some music or something. By the way, you guys, it's the sound guys over there, Peter, Joey, Grant. Give them and with his awesome buzzer / wind chime. Thank you guys. Like, of course, sound guys, light guys, all the people who make these types of events happen. We only look as good as they make us look. So thank you guys so much for that. All right, so you're gonna be texting SFF23 to 22333 to join, and then the letter to vote for each company is A, for Harlem Baking Company, B, JASBERRY, C, Cocoa Foods, D, Louisa, or E, SAYSO. Can we get 3 minutes, you guys, for them to start voting? Do it. I need 3 minutes of music or wind chimes or something over there, guys. Cool. Everybody, what's at stake for this People's Choice Award? It is $22,000 of services and prizes and $1,000 in cash. So please vote for your favorite company. Okay, and as you're doing this, I'm just going to remind you guys what we're giving out for the grand prize. Specialty Food Association, Nielsen IQ, Founder Made, Spins, Carry, JPG Resources, Pitch Publicity, New Hope Network, Haven's Kitchen, Ampla, SG, Beyond Brands, Foe & Son, 660 Partners, and Beyond SKU, valued at $130,000 with $10,000 in cash. Are you guys done? Everybody voted? You guys are so quick, right? Do we need the whole 3 minutes? We do need the whole 3 minutes. No, Jeremy is saying like, Heather, cut it out. Okay, Hall Street, 3PL, right over there. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna cut it, guys, because we're running over time and Adrian's giving me an eye. Where is she? Okay, okay, great. So Adrian's gonna come up here, and Adrian Delicio is our executive director at Naturally New York. Nothing at Naturally New York could get done without Adrian. Do not come up here so fast that I can't talk about how amazing you are. All right, nothing at Naturally New York would happen without Adrian. The board is so dependent on her. We really couldn't do any event, especially this one, without you, Adrian. Thank you so much. She is gonna come up here, and thank you, Adrian. Everybody, please, for Adrian Delicio. She's amazing. As well as Gretchen and Megan at SFA, who also helped put this together, who are amazing human beings. Thank you, ladies, wherever you are in the room. This is our winner last year. Frosty Stuffed Spuds. He gave me a whole container of it. Maybe I'll share with you guys. You just had a margarita, this would go really well. Okay, so Adrian's gonna come up and she's going to talk to Stephen Caldwell, the founder of Frosty Stuffed Spuds, who won last year's pitch slam. Who wants to hear how he's doing? Come on, guys. Would you like to? No, I did save you some spuds. No, have some. Eat it now. No,
Those look delicious.
I mean, Eric might eat the last one, so you'll have to take it up.
Hi, Stephen.
Hey, Adrian.
It's a pleasure to welcome you back to the Pitch Slam stage.
It's a pleasure to be here, and the products, all 5 of them are absolutely incredible. The innovation is crazy.
I know. And for those in the room that actually were not here last year, why don't you give a quick 60-second pitch about yourself and your company, Frosty Stuffed Spuds?
Excellent. Thanks for having me back. In a nutshell, a Frosty Stuffed Spud is a crispy, shredded filled potato. Think of a stuffed hash brown, right? An oversized tater tot filled with different cheeses. The potato being the vehicle, we have an infinite number of culinary experiences we can create, crossing all cultures. Currently, we have several cheeses and a bunch of new stuff I want to talk about as well.
Awesome. So tell me then, since winning the Pitch Slam last year, how has your business grown?
It's been crazy. Number one, when I looked at all the PR, I couldn't believe the looks, so I decided to drop 62 pounds in the last 12 months because actually health should truly be first in everything you do.
For sure. And I believe you're looking to fundraise recently as well, correct?
Absolutely. With what happened here at the Pitch Slam, we actually launched a month later into a LTO, a limited time offer, with a Circle K division, 600 stores in the Midwest. And it was supposed to be 8 weeks, 1 truckload. It ended up being 5 truckloads in 28 days. They did about $3.5 million in sales of our own product in a grab-and-go smaller version. So that proved out our food service, which is about 60% of our forecast this year. We then created an all-new crispy fondue bite, which is no potatoes. It's actually Swiss cheese on the outside with melty Swiss ham and Swiss and ham and jalapeno on the inside, which is now a new Akehi program that launches nationally in all 9 DCs in September. So everything crispy filled delicious.
Spud intended.
Yes, exactly. Spud intended. I like that.
I got a few of them to share with you.
Keep it going.
I was thinking this up. So there's a lot of brand founders in the room. A lot of people are fundraising. You hear about a lot of the successes, but not so much the challenges. Curious to hear your take on the experience right now and any advice for everyone.
Absolutely. Fundraising is part and parcel to everything you're doing. You're developing new products, you're getting more distribution, you need more money. You want more, you need to produce more inventory to satisfy POs, you need more money. We are, I would candidly say we're in constant fundraise, and there have been some experiences that you continue to live and learn along the way. Number one, we had a large investment due in. We walked through the whole thing, took about 12 weeks, and I decided to not reach out to anybody else. It was a done deal. Everybody's coming on board. 7 hours before we were to sign, the red line came in. They wanted to take control of the company, take all my board advisor roles, vetoes, and voting rights. And so I told Lori, we're not going that way. And he said, I thought you needed the money. I said, I don't need your money, right? But what does that do? It puts you in a constant position to where you want to continue to build your brand, be cognizant and be laser focused on continuing to reach out and build relationships because you want the right partner. And that's what we're also looking for today.
Outside of fundraising, what other challenges have you been experiencing?
Like everybody else, and this is nothing new, logistics, procurement of raw materials, production line times. We do have a co-packer. It's a specific process that we use in a co-extrusion. So there's not a whole lot of them in the country. And the more POs you come in, that's all great. That looks great on paper and in the email that says, yay, another PO. Then you got to fulfill because the expectations start the day you accept the PO. So we've surrounded ourselves with an amazing advisory panel, 37-year retired president Unilever, Nabisco, Sweet Earth Natural Foods, Pepsi Frito-Lay. We've got an amazing advisory board that's literally keeping us laser focused in the 3 specific channels, which is retail, brand awareness, food service, which is 68 pieces bag in a box across all of our SKUs, which keeps it simple, as well as club, which we had a successful first rotation at Costco in the Texas region in May, which was excellent.
Congratulations on all your success. I'm just curious to know what piece of advice do you have for our finalists or any other early and emerging stage founders in the room?
From the age of 9, I was always told, always admit you know what you don't know. And I've, to this day, admit I know what I don't know. With the advisory board, with the people on our team, which is absolutely amazing, who have over 200 years of experience in this space. I've got 4 years of experience in this space. I look to them and I just nod and I can't believe it. I listen, I'm a sponge, I absorb. We collaboratively put this together. I know what I do know, what Lori and I do in shows and in-store demos and really promoting the product on social media, but I really lean into the people that are really the smart ones that have been doing this successfully for many years.
Thank you, Stephen. Thank you, Specialty Food Association. Naturally,
New York
Thank you, guys.
Love you all.
Adrian, I left you a spud, so there's a spud over there. It's all good. No, you can put that back there. Thank you. They gave me a mic. All right, so People's Choice Award. I have it. Do you want to know? Let's do it. You guys ready? Are you guys ready for who it is? All right, the people have spoken, and the People's Choice Award for the Fancy New York Pitch Slam for 2023 goes to SAYSO. So come on up. And there you go. Awesome, congratulations. Congratulations. All right, awesome. Okay. I'm not going to recap the prizes. I did it twice, so everybody's clear, right? $130,000 of services, $10,000 grand prize in cash, And the grand prize winner is... Ta-da! Where is it, guys? Put it up. I'm ready. Do it. Drum roll, please. Everybody. Where is it? Drum roll again. Did I just say it? Are they going to get it up on screen? Guys, are we going to get up on screen? Do we know? Did I just say who it is? JASBERRY! Amazing! Neil, congratulations! Of course. Do we have some members of SFA coming up for this? Yes, Adrian? Yeah? Okay, well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Everyone is going to come and congratulate the heck out of you. I am very proud to call you my colleague and friend and partner in solving some of the world's problems.
Thank you.
Yes? Oh, here we go. It was Adrian. You have a check. There's a check. Where's Eric? Where are the judges? Thank you, guys. Thank you, judges. Thank you, mentors. Thank you, sponsors. Thank you, all of you. That is a very fancy New York Pitch Slam. Good night.